The Business Report, brought to you with the compliments of Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
And we're back now with business, and the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry is giving yesterday's budget by Prime Minister Mia Amor-Motley the thumbs up. President Ezra Prescott says the budget sought to encourage confidence in investors, stakeholders, and the people of Barbados.
The declaration of the Prime Minister that we cannot cut our way to growth is welcomed by the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, as it is our position that for growth to occur in any meaningful and sustainable way, businesses and consumers alike must, at the end of the day, have increased cash in hand to fuel the recovery. This, we acknowledge, must be balanced by fair, efficient, reliable, and consistent indirect tax collection, such that the wheel continues to turn. There must be a sense that it is safe to do business in Barbados from a regulatory, fiscal, and socio-economic standpoint. We therefore welcome the comments of the Prime Minister as it relates to her Vision 2025.
And Mr. Prescott was speaking during the post-budget discussion hosted by the BCCI and PricewaterhouseCoopers at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre this morning. The discussion attracted leading business people, bankers and investors. Mr. Prescott says that the Chamber was also very pleased with government's efforts to address crime and violence, as well as pushing the efficient use of an electronic single payment window. The BCCI is particularly pleased with the attention given to increasing the security and functioning of the Bridgetown port. Now, in the wake of being slapped with increases in their room rate levies during yesterday's budget presentation, hoteliers in Barbados don't want the island to price itself out the important tourism market. The Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association has met with its members and partners, along with officials of government following that budget. Chief Executive Officer Senator Rudy Grant, during an administrative review for the first quarter of 2019, says they had put forward proposals for levies to be increased and for the value-added tax to remain at 7.5%. Now, VAT on accommodation will be increased to 10% come next year. Senator Grant says that the BHTA doesn't want traditional accommodation players to be the only ones being asked to share the burden.
As I said before, there was reference made in 2018 to the shared accommodation levy. That has not been introduced, and it is important for that to be introduced because when I speak to the issue of arrivals, you're going to see that even though we are seeing increasing numbers come into our destination, a significant percentage of those numbers are not necessarily going to the traditional accommodation sector.
And Senator Grant says the possible impact of Brexit is another matter the island has to look at.
There's a lot of uncertainty as it relates to Brexit, but Brexit, which is taking place in our major source market, the United Kingdom continues to be our #1 source market, and you know that Brexit can result in there being a fall off in the value of the British pound, and we felt that it was important for us to reference those matters in our discussions with the officials.
And time now to take a look at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across our region. In Jamaica, Caribbean Cement Company Limited was the volume leader with 221,948 units. In Trinidad and Tobago, Agostini's Limited was the volume leader with 50,000 shares changing hands, all of $1,165,038.44. And here in Barbados, Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited was the volume leader, trading 25,272 shares at $2.60 each.